Good afternoon and welcome back. It's not even afternoon, it is 10:30 a.m. in the morning on Wednesday. And it's a wacky Wednesday. What I mean by that is the Kiss Cam. The wacky Wednesday Kiss Cam will be coming back tonight for the members at the Peppermint Posse and Higher. Liz is actually working on member badges, which we didn't realize. And we're talking about YouTube members on the live camera, not on this channel, the live channel. The member badge used to end at, we were only able to get up to 4 years. So you had like newbie, 1 month, 6 month, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, something like that. But YouTube has done a lot of updates. They actually got a lot of live updates coming soon for the live streams. Some of them, I don't know if they'll be good for us, but there's a decent amount of live updates on the way. And one of them is now she can go all the way up to a 10-year member badge, which is insane. So she's working on that. I'm yawning. Yep, not because I'm tired. That was an exchange of oxygen. Coffee has been picked up. We have a truckload of coffee. I just drove all the way out to the vendor. They were able to keep up with our order this time. Now, I did get a warning that prices are going up again. So we'll see. They already have some of my tiramisu and fudge order for Christmas, but we'll see how they do with that. Can they even get it done by November 1st? If those coffees will launch on November 1st. If I don't have them, then it's kind of like a pre-order and a hold your order. He should have them because the order's already in. So we'll see. And that price hasn't changed, but they're gonna go up again. They've gone up numerous times. There's a coffee shortage in the world. Weather in Brazil and a whole bunch of things are playing a role in, tariffs and weather and all that kind of stuff. So, yep, coffee's in the car. We also have an update on the mini truck. Check this out. I'm going to lower it into frame. Here it comes. Classic vehicle plate. We got it. It is officially registered. Now, I'm not driving it on the road anytime soon because we still have to fix the backup camera. Yes, we installed a backup camera, a very cheap little one from Amazon for it actually replaced the radio and it goes in the radio. It was very inexpensive, no name brand type of thing. Oh, here comes another yawn. Oh my goodness, I don't know why. Yeah, I was up early today though. So yeah, the mini truck will be able to take its first ride to, say, Tractor Supply in probably a week or so. We got to fix what's called camber. So when the front wheels are tilted in, the bottom of the wheel is lower than the top of the wheel. That is not good. A little camber this way is okay, but the wheel's tilted because we lifted it. It's all geometry. We lifted the truck, which caused the wheels to come under the car. So now we have to fix that. So once we fix the camber issue in the front, we do technically have to lift the back still by about another inch. We don't have a problem back there right now with a camber problem, but we have to fix that. And then that little guy will be able to go on the road. Tyler and I are hoping to get it into at least one car show by the end of the year. And some of the car shows are winding down. They're already done because we're getting to late October. We're almost at Halloween. It is now October 15th. And Black November is only 15 days away. And Liz has all this fancy soap. And we have launches and this and that and all these things coming. Olivia actually still has a couple of pumpkins left. I was shocked. I thought she sold out. Maybe you guys didn't know. Tell your friends. She's got a couple, 4 or 5 of them left of her little crafty pumpkins. And then Quinn is really hard at work with his ornaments. He's got 2 different ones, a Christmas tree and a snowflake that he's been 3D printing over the last month to create a big pile of inventory so we don't run into a problem. He's got a couple other 3D printed things already in stock, and I might have him make a little more, like the axolotl and all that stuff, but I'm gonna have him stick to one color and maybe make 10 of them. And when they're out probably. No, pick the color you want. We're gonna get rid of that idea. I'm also stopping. Today's the day of errands and running. Why did they call it errands when you got to go out and get something done? I don't know. But I stopped at a bike shop and I dropped off some tires. We have an old recumbent bike we're selling. We actually have a bunch of them we're selling on Facebook for my dad and actually for a friend. We have 2 more coming in. We're gonna help them out and sell those. But I had to go get the tires fixed, which cost some money. So we had to invest in new rubber and new rubber on the outside, new, oh my gosh, what's it called? Tube on the inside. They're gonna get them all set up, and then I'll have to come all the way back out here to pick them up. But at least that bike will be ready to go so we can list it up on Facebook, and hopefully somebody gets it and I can get my dad his money back. He doesn't know how to use Facebook Marketplace that well. So those are going up there soon. And then we're grabbing some plastic for House of Pie, because they broke the plastic wall. Back when they used to have the platform, they used to go on the platform and then lift their feet up, and they stuck it through the wall. So we're gonna grab some plastic at Home Depot or Lowe's to fix that. And then I'm probably gonna grab some other plastic to fix the main door on House of Pie. That main door window is also cracked. And then I might even look around for something that we can use to block the draft on Greta's stall up above. Kind of where the camera is, but behind it. It's called an open eave for ventilation purposes, but we might close it in the winter to prevent the wind from coming in under there and keeping it cold in that corner. So I might spray foam some small areas that don't need to be opened, but some big large areas that are like 4 feet wide by a foot tall, we might come up with some other option to block the wind. And then when summer comes, we have to be able to remove it. So it's got to be able to go in and come out. So I don't know. I'm gonna go look around, be like MacGyver at Home Depot to try to figure that out. What can we do to block some of the drafts that are happening over in that area? But that's it. That's today's day on the road. Bunch of errands, bunch of projects. We're working on some dog water bowls, custom building those for the dog crates in the house, so when they all eat, they have their water bowls stop flipping over. It's the little stainless steel water bowls. We buy them off Amazon, and then we got a little bit of wood, and we're cutting holes and putting them in the wood. I'll show you when they're done. I do have to find some paint to paint them, but I'm not sure where that is. And then there's a bunch of other projects. The mini excavator project. Once we can get one of these recumbent bikes or one of these snow blowers or 2 out of the garage, the mini excavator is going to go in the garage and start getting its little upgrades that I talked about the other day. The hydraulic fluid radiator, little cooler thing, and other things that it needs to just be able to run better, because it is such a, I don't want to say low grade machine. They're actually built quite well. They just have no brand. That's what I try to explain to people. Think about it. Somebody like a John Deere or a Caterpillar or a, I don't know, Bobcat, or any of these companies spend a fortune protecting that name and building that John Deere reputation. Well, if you can build a product out of decent materials but not overbuild, and spend zero money on a brand name and advertising, you could sell it for a lot less. And that's kind of the theory here. It's not super strong. It's not, you know, there's no like warranty, there's no service department, there's none. You're on your own, but it's so easily built, and there's such a big community out there that has these things, that all your answers are on YouTube, and all your parts can be found basically anywhere, because they're generic parts. There's nothing fancy about it. Yeah, so that's the thing. But we need to do some of those little upgrades to it to make it run safer, better, and longer, because you can't run a hydraulic machine on corn oil, which is currently in it right now, no motor oil. So we gotta fix all that. Yep, lots of little projects coming up. Hopefully you guys stick around for them, and we'll see you in the next video, because that's it. That's all I got today. I'm just driving around. This is Newington, by the way. That's what's out here. Yep. Actually, this is not Newington. What town am I in now? Wethersfield. That's where I am. Okay. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.